A heart committed to prayer. I believe that for many people, like myself, achieving a disciplined prayer life is a daily struggle. As each day goes by with me not living up to my prayer goals, I tend to become more and more despondent and disappointed in myself. I have recently read a book that highlighted the blessings that begin to blossom in one's heart as you take the conscious decision to commit yourself to daily prayer. And I would love to awaken you to these blessings as well, so that we would recommit ourselves to becoming disciplined prayers and to cultivating a heart committed to prayer. The first blessing is that through prayer, we are brought into a deeper relationship with God. With regular prayer, we grow spiritually and our faith increases. We are able to give our burdens to God on a daily basis and start to live in the promise of Psalm 46 that states that God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. The second blessing is that we are led to a greater purity as God is able to deal with our disobedience as we make frequent opportunity to confess our stubbornness and sin to our Father in heaven. Blessing 3, you will find that by bringing every significant daily decision to God, we are released from the exhaustion of people-pleasing and can stand confident in the decisions made that are in alignment with God's will. Blessing number 4 is that we will experience much improved relationships, as it is impossible to think of ourselves and others at the same time. Try as you might, but you cannot hate or neglect the person you are earnestly praying for. In short, praying for others increases our capacity to be compassionate and full of grace towards them. The fifth blessing you will begin to notice is that we experience a peace beyond all understanding. As everything is placed in God's loving hands, and as we trust in Him to meet our needs on a daily basis. Psalm chapter 84 verse 11 states that no good thing will be withheld from those that walk uprightly. We can therefore rest in the assurance that if God doesn't meet it, we didn't need it. Blessing 6 is that we gain God confidence, which replaces our shallow self-confidence and self-esteem. God confidence comes as the Holy Spirit stirs in us and as we are filled on a daily basis with the manifestation of God's goodness. We become able to confidently and effectively share His love, joy, and peace with others. Blessing 7 is the ministry of prayer. Prayer makes a difference in history, people's individual history and the history of nations. Therefore, we have the ability to change lives. And once this is appreciated, it combats the feelings of helplessness and ineffectiveness that plague many of us in today's broken world. You don't need contacts, extraordinary resources, or fame for this. The only thing stopping you from joining God's vital ministry of prayer is yourself. So in conclusion, how do we make a plan to experience these blessings? Firstly, we need to start a prayer log and record your prayer requests. This way, you will be encouraged as you track answered prayers as they happen. Number 2, be deliberate in setting aside time each day for prayer. Remember that a little time for prayer is better than no time. Number 3, pray always and wherever you are. God is always with you throughout your day, and there is not one moment that He is not anxiously waiting to hear from His children. Number 4, pray faithfully for others, including your enemies. And number 5, take hold of the powerful privilege afforded us in the ministry of prayer.